Hello, I'm Caleb Gouge with Gouge Quality Roofing, and I would love to share with you some of the opportunities we've had to serve our community this year. However, I think they can tell it better.
My name is Jenny Rhodes with the Pickaway County Visitors Bureau and Attract Tourism Foundation, and I work with the city of Circleville to help in decorating downtown for Christmas. We put out a call for businesses to step up and help in getting some lighting for downtown to really spread some Christmas joy. And Gouge Quality Roofing came through, and with the whole intersection they took care of, and it's been really great, especially this holiday season, to see the bright lights. And I just really appreciate all that Gouge Quality Roofing does for this community.
I'm Don and Heidi Catwood. We started a new leaf in 2003. During the pandemic time, we had to look into some face masks for our foster parents, our foster youth, and staff. We ordered some masks at a local business here in town, and when they were time to come pick them up, when I got there, when I walked in, they said that these had been paid for by Caleb Gouge from Gouge Quality Roofing, that he heard what it was for, and they took care of it for us. So that was our first interaction with Gouge Quality Roofing. And then this year they helped us out with a very charitable large donation that allowed us to purchase foster youth Christmas presents. We want to hopefully continue this every year.
Hi, my name is Tim McGinnis of New Life Church here in Circleville, Ohio. We've partnered with Gouge Quality Roofing for the last 7 years, putting together a fall event for our community that's centered around a fireworks show and inflatables for the kids and carnival games. And we've partnered with Gouge Quality Roofing, like I said, for 7 years, and they've been a faithful partner for us. Every time we've reached out to them, they've jumped at the opportunity to be involved in our event and obviously pour their heart into our community. I would think that if I was starting a business or running a business in any community really, but especially in the Circleville area here, that I would want to copy what Gouge Quality Roofing is doing. You can see their heart and just their genuine care for our community and the way that they pour themselves out. I'm involved in other things throughout the community, and Gouge Quality Roofing is always popping up. But speaking personally, I would say that our event, we couldn't do it without them.
Morning, I'm Ed White with the Asheville Food Pantry. I'm a board member there, and we had the opportunity to look at building a new food pantry, and we were looking for corporate sponsors or people to help us with the building as far as trades. And I'd seen Gouge Quality Roofing signs in the area, and somebody at the food pantry says, yeah, they do great work. Could you maybe check with them, see if you'd want to be a corporate sponsor? So I came over and we stopped in and met Caleb Gouge and Gouge Quality Roofing, and he says, oh sure, I want to be part of that. How can I help? And he wasn't able to help with the actual building part of it as far as the roof, because of it was a metal roof, and the builder doing that wanted to insure his work. So Caleb says, well, I asked him if he did gutters and downspouts, and he said, well sure, we can do that at Gouge Quality Roofing. So he donated 6-inch commercial gutters and downspouts, and came back and did leaf guard for us, and he was one of our top corporate donations.
I'm Kenny Curry with the Sterling Bluegrass Jamboree, located in Mount Sterling, Ohio. Come to know Caleb and Gouge Quality Roofing through Brady Maynard, who's in my house band. Caleb come out and put all new roof on his house. He was very pleased. Told me he talked to him about being a sponsor. Shortly afterwards, Caleb contacted me, and we talked, and he was more than happy to be a sponsor of the Jamboree. He knows we have a lot of folks that come out to the shows. Had a testimonial from a customer. We always do a commercial skit on stage, and after the show, a fellow come up to me and introduced himself, said that Caleb had come out when Gouge Quality Roofing was just getting started. He thought he needed a new roof, so he said Caleb climbed up on the roof, looked around, passed a few things here and there, gave him some material, and said, I think your roof will last a little bit longer. Give us a call when you need us. And he was very happy. That type of thing goes a long ways, and I hear that quite often from folks that I come in contact with. Caleb also, not only being a sponsor for the Jamboree, but making donations to keep us going. He actually come out and put new gutters on the building. We needed gutters put on, and that was part of his donation. And for me and the rest of the guys, we're very grateful for what Gouge Quality Roofing does for us.
My name is Ashley Patton. I'm the Outreach Director for a ministry called The Covering. We're a faith-based program for women and children. Women coming off the street, we bring them into our home and we disciple them and their children. We were doing an outreach event for a church locally, and his tent was set up beside ours, and so that's how I came to know about Gouge Quality Roofing. Yeah, so it was a big deal. We had our first annual banquet, and so Caleb donated to the ministry as a sponsorship for the tables.
Tim Reeves, worked for Elite Construction Design Management LLC out of Circleville. So Gouge is popular in the area. A lot of billboards, a lot of signs, a lot of good reviews with people I know that's had Gouge do work. We've actually had a couple roofs installed by Gouge, as well as our kids went to the same school for a long time. So all those things combined, that's how we met Caleb. We had talked a couple times about doing some different things, and an opportunity came up to replace a roof for a community member that's been really impactful in Circleville and Pickaway County. That's done more than I can realize or ever mention for the community, as far as bringing faith and hope to the community. And we had an opportunity to replace a roof for him, and Caleb just said, "Hey, let's do this. Let's just get it done and do this. This person deserves that." And they put a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of effort in our community. It's the least we could do.
So my name is Brandon Ritchie. I'm the Executive Director of Financial Aid at Ohio Christian University. I know Gouge Quality Roofing. I know Caleb personally. His kids go to the same school that my kids go to, and Gouge Quality Roofing also did our roof. So I know Caleb personally and intimately there as well. So Caleb specifically in Gouge Quality Roofing has helped students here at OCU. Over 98% of our first-time, full-time freshmen receive some type of scholarship or grant aid. A lot of that comes from the institution, but it also comes from donors as well. Donors just like Caleb. And so he's helped out specific individuals make college a reality. And sometimes those kids really need that financial aid to pursue a degree in higher education. So he's providing that opportunity for these kids and our campus. So he's been great. And Gouge Quality Roofing, holds place in my heart for fixing my roof and doing that stuff for us, but also for the university that I work for as well.
Hi, I'm Becky Hammond, the Executive Director here at Pickaway County Community Action. We are a private nonprofit corporation that operates the Toys for Tots program in Pickaway County. This program is truly a community event, as we're a nonprofit organization, so we rely on a lot on contributions from community members and businesses to help us run this program. The budget's about $60,000, and we try to serve every child with at least $50 worth of new toys. And we were so fortunate to receive an awesome donation from Gouge Quality Roofing this year to help us with the program. And this year was a record year. We served 1,175 kids, and every parent that gets a new toy for their child at Christmas is so appreciative of this community and what we're able to do because of companies like Gouge Quality Roofing.
My name is Gina Warner, and I'm the program coordinator for the Pickaway County, Ohio chapter of Blessings in a Backpack. I felt compelled to start this program 2.5 years ago in response to firsthand accounts of elementary students in our community coming to school hungry on Monday mornings, struggling to focus on their schoolwork. Caleb Gouge of Gouge Quality Roofing was my first phone call. I knew his heart and reputation for helping in the community and was hopeful that he would partner with me in this cause. Gouge Quality Roofing immediately made a commitment to help us get the program launched with 50 kids and has come alongside us each year since that time, donating thousands of dollars to the program. We are now feeding 191 kids every weekend with a goal to expand to 250 next year. Gouge Quality Roofing is currently spearheading a community fundraiser to underwrite the entire program for the 2023-24 school year. Their support and contributions have made a huge impact in the community, and their generosity has spurred others to action. 200 kids in Pickaway County have full bellies on the weekends, thanks in large part to Gouge Quality Roofing.
My name is Jeremy Beard. I came to know Caleb about Gouge Quality Roofing a few years back. I'm a general contractor, so over the past several years I've done multiple jobs with Caleb. and then through that we've become friends. And a couple of years ago we had a house fire, and then through that we decided to rebuild. And with COVID going on and inflation, costs were really high, and really didn't have all the funds to really put it all together. And Caleb with Gouge Quality Roofing came to me and was like, hey, we can help you out, and he ended up giving me the roof at cost, which really helped us with our budget, and was able to put our room in.
Hey there, we are Ryan and Courtney Van Arsdalen. We are originally from Ohio, but 6 years ago we moved to the Dominican Republic to serve with a school called Macarios.
Since that time, Gouge Quality Roofing has been a large supporter of the efforts and the work that we do here. We're at the school today to share with you a little bit about the work that we do and that they support.
Yeah, Macarios School here has more than 200 students from preschool up through high school. We provide education to students from underserved communities. They receive an accredited education based on biblical principles, and they receive 2 meals a day along with their medical and dental care.
After high school, we provide college scholarships as well as a mentorship program, which helps students like Alexandra, who's studying school psychology and wishes to work in a school like this one day.
Yeah, I just think of these kids and I think that they wouldn't have these opportunities for an expanded education after high school if it weren't for Macarios. And we are more than grateful for the generous financial support from Gouge Quality Roofing that allows us to continue in these efforts. So we wanted to say thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Seth Porter, and I'm a missionary with World Gospel Mission, and my family and I, we live in Papua New Guinea in the Southern Highlands province, and we have been working here for almost 7 years now, and we do a lot of ministry on the physical side as well as spiritual side and helping the people here. We're living in one of the most remote parts of the world, and it's because of supporters like Gouge Quality Roofing that we're able to do the work that God's called us to.